Look at the hills, the mountains, so nice. All green. This temple on this side of my hand, left side, is a self-arisen Tara. And as I told you earlier, just stay still, listen, then you get more out of it. Here, last time, nothing. No temple, nothing at all. It's just a small place where people meditate, monks meditate, and from the stone arose the Tara. And you can see the Tara there. On top of the Tara, they built a small house. From this house, they extended to a temple. From this one, they extend to that temple. And then all around here, people building temple because there are thousands and thousands of pilgrims coming from all around the world to make homage to Tara. So I'll have you go in there in groups. Everybody go in groups. When you go in there, please make 3 prostrations. Make a prayer to Tara and make a butter lamp and come out. So when you go in there, please make prayers. This Tara is very special. She manifested especially because practitioners here meditated. So this is a very special Tara. You don't look at the signage because they don't know how to write things here. So make your prayers, recite Tara's mantra, and make a good wish. Don't waste this chance. If you have doubts about Buddha, you have doubts about Dharma, you have doubts about philosophy, just leave all your doubts out. Just make a good wish. Why? Later when you understand Buddhism more, you'll say, uh-oh, I lost my chance. Most people are like that. Okay? 1.2 billion people cannot be wrong about Buddha's teachings in the world. Cannot be. The great lamas of Tibet, like the Dalai Lama, cannot be wrong. Cannot be wrong. They're world leaders that speak about the Buddhist principles to so many. So go in there, make a good prayer. Then we're going to go upstairs to Guru Rinpoche's cave. After Guru Rinpoche's cave, then we're going to go to the next destination, which is very nearby. It's a walk down there to Vajrayogini's holy chapel. Namaste. 9, 2, 3, 6, 7, go. Go. Just go. Again, courtesy. Let's go. Okay, move on now. After this trip, how many years do you think you have to your life? Think carefully. Do not think left and do not think right. Do not think what you want to do. Think carefully. How many years do you have left to your life? The remaining years, as your body degenerates, what do you want to do with it? sana. Already paid? Come. Come. He's a Nyingma monk, but whether he's Nyingma or Kagyu Sake, it doesn't matter. A monk is a monk. So I asked you guys to go in there to get the blessing of an old monk, okay? And then he put his scriptures on your head as a blessing of the Dharma because he's very humble. After we finished, we touched foreheads, and I don't know how he knows who I am, but he requested me to live long, and he said, I wish you to live to 108. And he said, Kute Shabbatena just means please live long, please live long. So very humble and very nice. And he thanked me and told me to thank you guys for coming to get his blessing. He said, thank you. And I was like, wow. For one of the few times in my life, I had nothing to say. He thanks me for getting his blessing. Now we have roads. Now we have steps. Now we have transportation. But 1,000 years ago, when Guru Rinpoche come up here, there's nothing. And he found this secluded cave quiet, and he went inside to do many types of meditations, specifically to prepare for psychic battle. Because by his clairvoyance, he knows that in Tibet, on the borders, in the mountains, there are very ferocious deities, ferocious spirits that he needs to control. So he went into intense retreat here, meditated here, and gained further tantric abilities. And then from here, he walked to Tibet with a small entourage. The reason for going inside a cave is to let go of all worldly attachments and desires and angers and hatred and loves and hates. When we go into a cave, we should leave it with no more worldly attachments. Why? When we die, we have to leave everything. If we die with no attachments, we take a good rebirth. If we die with attachments, we can reincarnate as a spirit. It's very strongly hold on. I have attachments. You have attachments. When we say attachment, it doesn't mean your family and your loved ones. It means to recognize that we have to separate one day and to benefit our loved ones and ourselves in an ultimate way. So when you go inside this cave, you should think, may my strongest attachments be eradicated so I stop making suffering to myself and others. And while you put your head on this cave, recite the words of Bodhicitta, Janju Senjo Rinpoche, Machipana Chikichi. You recite that and put your head there. Okay? And if you don't know that prayer, you recite Om Mani Padme Hum is okay. So if you've already been in, that's fine. You can put your head right there at the entrance, and you can touch your hand onto Guru Rinpoche's holy hand that he left there. So you touch your hand and head, put your head there, make a prayer, and then offer some butter lamps, and then we go to Vajrayogini's holy place. Okay, it's beautiful. Self-arisen Tara, Guru Rinpoche's cave, we're going to Vajrayogini's chapel. Have another camera? One more. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. Okay. Next. Oh, is it better now? Okay. Everyone after this trip should have a Vajrayogini image in their house. As big as possible, as big as you can afford. And everyone in this house, if you can afford, should make one Vajrayogini statue per month, up to your budget, or 3 months, or 6 months, to be given away to others to collect merit. The reason why, Vajrayogini's body represents the whole synthesis of Buddha's teachings. Gechi, Shidong, 84,000 teachings of Buddha's are condensed in Vajrayogini's body. So when we create her body, we're creating the understanding of Buddha's teachings and to understand her practice. Alright? In the future, I'll talk more about her, you'll understand her significance. Some of you may think, oh, what statues are not so important, this is not so important. It's not important not because it's not, it's because you don't know the significance yet. When you understand the significance, then you will know it's very, very important. Alright? So we're going to go to Holy Vajrayogini's place now. Good picture. I'm leading you to Samsara. After we go to visit Buddha, we go to Samsara to benefit all sentient beings. Everybody think like that. We're going down to Samsara and we're going to benefit beings. We died, we took rebirth, we're going to experience a lot of suffering, we're going to experience a lot of difficulties and problems, but we'll experience it for others. So we happily go down to Samsara and take rebirth now. Think like that. Okay, don't start gossiping. Concentrate. Consider yourself extremely fortunate. You may think that she's just an image and a Buddha. I pray no, there's much more to her that we can learn in the future. So everybody should have a very sacred image of her in the future, as big as possible, and make sure other people have it, because there are many people who can't afford it. Why? They pray, you get the merit. Why not? So let's create this in Malaysia. Let's create a Vajrayogini chapel, a Setra chapel, a Tsongkhapa temple in Malaysia, so that all people from the region will come to beautiful Malaysia to make pilgrimage just like this. This will happen. Why not? That's the best thing we can do before we leave the world, leave a legacy behind. This has been done generations ago. Generations. The feeling, the presence, the view, the look, and some more. I have the great fortune to come and share my understanding of this with all of you, so that you don't just come like tourists to look and leave. Coming here like tourists and leaving, there's benefits, but it's not as great as if you know the meaning and make prayers. So very fortunate. Now we'll walk down from such a high place to the low ground. Think you are leaving Vajrayogini's paradise to go into Samsara to work. Whatever sufferings, difficulties, problems, headaches, and burdens you must take you will take the benefit of others. I will reincarnate down to samsara now. Think like that. For auspicious thinking, alright? Whatever problems and difficulties and burdens, whatever obstacles, whatever people say, whatever anger arises, let it pass. Don't ever give up the Dharma. Don't give up Dharma practice. Don't give up your Dharma job. Don't give up your Dharma career. Whatever happens, let it pass. Because when the anger finishes, what's that? Nothing. But if you continue, Dharma will be back. When you go back to Malaysia, don't let obstacles, problems, anger, immediate problems in front of you get in your way and give up and don't want to do this. Go all the way. Go all the way. Chujijaba. Gandhi Deve. So beautiful. Now, without making any noise, because we're in a sacred temple, never mind other people, please give each other a big hug and say congratulations for coming here. Everybody make a A real hug. In one of Vajrayogini's emanations, she has a pig's head coming out of the right side of her head, and that represents ignorance. So you call her Vajravarahi, means the diamond lady who's overcome her pig-headed ignorance. So she dances like this. You'll see her in the next temple when we go to tomorrow. She's standing like this with a big head. She has 5 main forms. So this one we call Jingam Haimo or Vajravarahi. So Vahi is pig.
Yeah.
Oh, come here. You hold me. She's standing like this. Not so close. She's holding the cup here, and she's standing like this and looking up. It means she's ready to ascend already. It's a representation, that particular sadhana, for you to ascend very fast. The one that we practice now very strongly is this one. Is her standing here means she's firmly staying in samsara to help you. Nice, huh? Yes. Now we walk by your pee, thank you. Now we see the very beautiful stupa, enlightenment stupa. Okay, this is I don't know what lama, I don't know what center, I don't know what, but I know this is a retreat center. People come here to do retreat. I want you to look at the beautiful temple there behind me. My vision is to have such a beautiful temple like that in Malaysia, and with Lama Tsongkhapa inside as a central image. What do you guys think? Something unusual. Then when we're driving up to our retreat center, you just see this temple. Wouldn't that add to the beautiful cultural diversity of Malaysia? That's why work for TKL. Roland asked, what's the prayer flag's significance? Prayer flag significance all here, all around, is they're printed with holy prayers such as Tara or Tsongkhapa or Guru Rinpoche, and the prayers are printed. It is believed that when the wind flies and goes through it, it brings the prayers and it blesses the environment, it blesses the animals and the people to make the place calm and conducive. So prayer flags is also a type of puja to do. So I had that done in Ganden. Please be alert. We have to squeeze to the left so the big bus can pass by. The big bus has a lot of passengers on top and the bottom because the public transport here is not a lot, so people have to just squeeze up. The city, better. You get used to it. There's an 80-year-old woman that's celebrating her birthday. She's 80. She's lived that long. See her? It's a very special celebration. She lived so long. Isn't it beautiful? Film it. Oh no. Look at the money. Move. This area is called Patan. P-A-T-A-N, and this temple is called Mahabodhi Temple. Mahabodhi. And Patan is an area of artisans and handicrafts for over 1,000 years now. So even the great artisans of Tibet were imported from this area. So this area is well known throughout the Asian world, Northern Buddhism, for handicrafts, for statues, for workmanship. Our Lama Tsongkhapa from the center was ordered from here. So because of rising prices of silver and gold and copper, we're not able to import a lot from here anymore because they also have high expenditure. So usually we get our good quality statues come. I brought the liaisons of the outlets here the first time and the second time, and I personally pick out the statues with them. So every time the liaisons must go and get their supplies and statues, all that, they all come here, they make the journey here, they pick out 75 to 100 statues, and they calculate it, they check it out, they send it for packing and shipping, and they bring it back to Malaysia so all of you can have it. So I have personally picked out the statues myself, most of them in the stores. And then I taught them how to have a good eye and to see. So this is called Patan, famous for craftsmanship. Over 1,000 years now. They're famous. And they pass it from father to son, father to son, father to son. They guard their secret very closely. The big monasteries in the south, they order most of their statues from here in the past. Okay, so we've come to the great Mahabodhi temple. And this stupa is an exact replica of the place of enlightenment of Lord Buddha in Bodh Gaya. Bodh Gaya is the place of Buddha's enlightenment. That is the very spot where our Buddha Shakyamuni meditated and became enlightened. So that very spot is marked with a stupa built by the Indian Emperor Ashoka. So this, many Nepalese are not able to make the long journey to India, and they're old or they're very poor, they can't go, so they made a replica of this. So this stupa is the great Mahabodhi stupa. Maha is great, Bodhi is mind of wishing to help others. They rebuilt here. So inside has a very famous Shakyamuni. Then right across, the building right there across, has a very holy Vajrayogini statue. So only, I think 10 people at a time, so everybody patiently wait and go up. Please don't make noise, don't talk, don't gossip, and no pictures. Because Nepalese people who have these Vajrayoginis, they believe them as a Buddha, they don't believe them something commercial. So they don't allow pictures. Why? Not to commercialize them. Okay. And did everybody see the beautiful Dukkha statue in the window? Yeah. That same statue is 200,000 in Malaysia Talmud cents. Dukkha is a goddess with 1,000 faces, 1,000 arms, 1,000 legs, and she's very powerful for averting black magic. Very powerful for helping you to win court cases or oppression by law that's illegal. Meaning you're not guilty, you're free, but you're still being pressed down. She's very powerful for that. And for people who are going to dangerous areas, she's very powerful to protect you from weapons. Any questions? Ma now arrives from the sphere of the Dakinis. Now we're asking her to come forth. Ma, come forth, my great mother. Come from the Dakinis. It is promised in the Hiruka's King of Tantras. The glorious Hiruka himself says, the supreme secondary essence mantra of the Vajra Queen. Once one attains having read it by the truth, O care for me. So what that means is that in the Hiruka Tantra spoken by Shakyamuni, even reciting the short form mantra of Vajrayogini will gain great attainments. You don't even need to recite the long one. You don't even recite the extensive one. Just the short form mantra of Vajrayogini, if you do correctly, you will gain attainments. That's how powerful her mantra is. Her mantra is stated in the Tantras, is the king of all mantras, the king. King meaning there is no mantra more superior than Vajrayogini's mantra. That's how powerful her mantra is. This lady is from Germany. She's Namke Rinpoche's student. This lady is from Germany. She's Namke Rinpoche's student. And today's her birthday. So we are all going to give her a birthday gift, a beautiful pearl mala to continue her practice, continue her guru devotion, and continue to learn whatever she's learning from her guru. We rejoice. And this is for her.
I'm very happy to meet you all.
She's very happy to meet all of you. That's because she doesn't know you, but never mind. Good. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
This one's for you, Mala. Happy
You
birthday.
bless it for me?
Oh, you ask your guru to bless it. You ask your guru to bless it because that is your root guru and that's the best blessing. If I do it, I might mess your life up. Happy birthday. See you again.
Thank you very much.
Okay, finish hugging. And I've been noticing Bill, he only hugs men. Oh, you're irresistible. Okay, everybody outside, get in the car. I'll join you very fast. Louder, louder. Temple, and it's very, very sacred, and we're making a great effort to go up there. Be proud of yourself. This is for your spiritual enlightenment. Think of this as this: when we go to Vajrayogini's temple, it's like benefiting another person. We have to put in a lot of effort. We have to accept a lot of hardships. But when we go to Vajrayogini's temple, we accept it happily because it's for ourselves. Now we need to transform that and to accept hardship for other people happily. Okay, so think, if I go to this Vajrayogini temple and I do prayers and I make good motivation, plant seeds, I can be an accomplished person, a more accomplished person, to be a tremendous benefit to others. So I happily go to this temple and I happily walk up. Okay? Let's go, everybody. You'll make an animal shelter in the future. Take care of the animals. Don't let them suffer.
I'm so happy.
Of course. People give you food, you wag your tail.
Come on, Bill. Good.
Ready with water?
If you like close up rồi ra.
Something about it. When everybody comes up, I talk. Very holy. So all you need to do is put your head to the cave entrance and make a strong wish that you can acquire Vajrayogi's teachings and Vajrayogi's practice and Vajrayogi's yogas and accomplish Vajrayogini fully. Alright, put your head there, you all do it here and pray like that. The second thing, pray for us in the future, you may endure hardships to be able to be a benefit to others, just like these great masters endured hardships for others. Okay? If it's not for Naropa, there will be no Vajrayogini teachings at all existent from that lineage today. So everybody, please make a prayer over here. Put your head there. Can we go down? Very hard. Vajrayogini practitioner. Within Vajrayogini's lineage, there's starts with Naropa. After that, the lineage is passed to the Pamdingpa brothers. It's two Nepali brothers who received teachings together and meditated together. And they're very, very powerful Vajrayogini practitioners. And they meditated here. They passed their lineage to other and went to Tibet. So this is a very, very holy, holy spot where they have meditated. And these masters are in Vajrayogini's lineage prayers. When you do Vajrayogini's prayers, you have to recite their name every single day. Pamdingpa, you know, right? This is where they actually meditated. So, now we're standing here. All of you don't know Vajrayogini's prayer. We do a general prayer that by being here, like the Pamdingpa brothers, may we gain bodhicitta, realization to emptiness, and ascend to Kacho paradise. You think like that, okay? Think you want to attain bodhicitta. Janju? Tony? Get one. Think very strongly you wish to achieve Vajrayogini's paradise. The great Mahasiddhas, Pamdingpa, Naropa, and Tilopa, please give us your blessings. We have made incredible effort to be here. Give us your blessings that in the future we may receive the Vajrayogini's teachings. Prior to that, may we put full effort into doing Dharma practice. There's a road that comes all the way right here. But the road is out. So Geshe-la predicts that next year, he thinks that next year they're going to remake the road so next time can drive all the way up here. No stairs. So what we do is we all come up our road and Xiao-Qian can walk up lah. Yeah, where is she? Spread the word around. The person's in our car, okay? You got some ridiculous questions that harass me with all the way down. It's a trick, but I'll accept it. Everybody here? Anybody else in the toilet? I don't want to go down and then somebody's in the toilet. Sure, huh? Okay. Let's do one final bow. A few men stand here to help everybody down on this very steep. Connie, you're so fit and fast. She's very fast. She flew down. He's okay. It's okay, Tama. I'm okay. Are you set?
I already fall down.
Fall
I can say case, but I'm not fall down, but almost, yeah, almost.
Oh, don't hold on to it. It's very good because you're going to somewhere holy. When we're going to go to somewhere holy or something powerful, something always happened before. That's why I did a little puja now to clear obstacle. Always. Especially we get sick or we have negative thought or we have negative mind. The worst obstacle is not something happened to our body. The worst obstacle is not something happened like we didn't get food or we get upset or angry. The worst thing happened is in our mind. We have anger from before. We cannot let go. The negative action we did before, we cannot let go. And we know people know we cannot let go because why? We know what we did. Then this one become the root. It become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Then when we go to the holy place, even see the holy thing, cannot see the holy thing. We just see like statue, just normal thing, because we cannot let go of our anger. Second thing is like we jealous of someone. We see someone we don't like. We see someone, they do something that we're not happy about. We feel jealous. The jealousy become very strong. When we go to the holy place, the negative actions we have in our mind become stronger and stronger and stronger. So if we're not happy with something, we're displeased with something, it becomes stronger. And then for some people, the obstacle come like how is we cannot focus. We feel sleepy. Our mind is somewhere else. We cannot focus. Why? We're going to a holy place. Very, very important to know. You have to remember on this trip, all your garbage you leave behind. All the trouble you've made for people, you have to leave behind. You cannot bring what you have done to people here. You cannot bring that character here. Why? That's what you do every day. And those actions will catch up on you. Never think those actions will not catch up. Especially when you do a Dharma protector practice, whatever negative thing you do to other people, the Dharma protector will bring it back to you very fast. Why? So that you don't suffer it later when you die. When you die and take rebirth is worse. So if you're bitchy to people, if you're not nice to people, if you're jealous to people, if you did bad things to people, if you hurt people, or you slow the Dharma down, or you stop the Dharma somehow, if you do that right, then what happens is your Dharma protector will bring all those things back to you very quick. Whatever you did to other people, it will go down on you. Same. Why? So the karma is purified. So we have to think, oh, if we want to accomplish something in our family, we want to accomplish something with us, why cannot move up? Why cannot accomplish? Because the karma come back. So when we go for pilgrimages, it's very powerful. Before we go, a lot of emotions come, a lot of doubts come, a lot of anger come. Some people cannot even make it. Some people, you tell them, come. They have money, they have time, they're not working, they have freedom, they cannot make it. For some reason, they have some funny thinking in their mind, they just cannot. Or some small thing hold them back, they cannot make it. So what Eric said just now, oh, it's very normal. That's why I told you before we leave, we must recite the verses. Remember, before we leave, I asked you guys, mandatory, come and see me, and we will all do the dispelling of the obstacle sutra together, because it's very, very powerful. Why? That day I'm going to teach you what we're going to do, and we'll recite the sutra together. Very, very important. For pilgrimage. Why? Any other thing you do, not much obstacle. You know, let me tell you why. Because most of the things we do will bring us unhappiness. So to bring unhappiness, we don't need obstacle. We do a good job ourselves. We do a very good job to bring ourselves unhappiness. So whatever negative things we have done to other people, people think that, oh, if I do Dharma protective practice, we do Setra very strong, Benden Dhamma very strong. Oh, it make the problem go away. Oh, it make the things better. Oh, it push away what I've done or push away the problem. No. In fact, when you do Dharma protective practice, it bring you the problem that you gave to others come back very strong and very quick and very fast. Why? Because the protector loves you and cares about you, and you made an affinity and they want to clear it. You may not think that experiencing obstacles now is beneficial. You may not think, but that's your mind. But experiencing obstacles now is better. Example, if we were to get sick, it would be much better to get sick in Malaysia than, no offense, than here. If we were to get sick here, very serious, we don't know the doctor, we don't know how to get around, we don't know the language, we don't know where to go. It's very difficult. But if we were to get very sick in Malaysia, instantly we know where to go. So getting sick is getting sick. Getting sick is the karma. But where we get sick is the difference. Hence, whatever we experience now with the Dharma, with our knowledge, with our Dharma friends, with the support we have, whatever we experience now, when our mind is clear, when we have the ability to do something, we have money, whatever experience now is easier to overcome than if we were to experience it in our next life. Look at all those people on the streets, sleeping on the streets. You guys slept in a room with water, maybe some difficulty, some problems. You were able to take a shower and wash, brush your teeth, have a nice breakfast, put on your makeup, fix your hair, come here. How about the hundreds of thousands of people on the street? You think about it. You think about how much you have and how much you should not complain about and how much you should contemplate and meditate on that. If you contemplate and meditate on that more about others and their suffering, your personal depression and unhappiness, your personal anger will go away. Why? If you always think what you don't have, even you're at the top, it's still not enough. When we always think about what we don't have, even if we're at the top of the world, it's still not enough. Look, you have to work, but you can work. Even with each other, if it's something a little bit wrong, something you don't like, immediately your mouth is very fierce. Immediately you scold people. Immediately you show black face. Immediately you're not happy. How about if you, next life born in Nepal, on the street, in a small village, and don't think you can't, and then you get sent abroad to work under other people. Some people is working for Dharma. How fortunate you are. Because you're working for Dharma, you can be here. Everything is provided for you. People arrange the trip for you. People arrange the logistics. And then people came here many times before to get the experience to arrange your logistics. They come here early, prepare your rooms. They made hundreds of phone calls. They got your visas ready, and they brought you here. Did you say thank you very much? Did you buy them breakfast? Did you give them a gift? Or you still look for something wrong? Or you still see, you cannot smile even. Why? Because we always think, let's just get it over with. every few words I hear. And then I'm afraid to talk. And can you like do all that before you come here, Your Holiness Dalai Lama? Yo, take another one. Second, do laugh. Yo, this is what I mean. Torture here, torture the Lama. Outside. Yeah. Yo. When we're in the monastery, when we listen to our gurus, we don't even move. Here you, and I can hear it. I can hear that crack like click, click. I'm like, and I know at this rate it's going to take another 10 minutes before we get that in our mouth. I know it. Just get it over with. Ah, yo. That's from all the time you complain, no money, no money, no money. Karma, come back. Ah. So on the pilgrimage, it's like that. A lot of obstacles will come out. And sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's inner, sometimes it's outer. We don't know. Most of the time, it's inner obstacles that come out. What's the obstacles? Anger, jealousy, previous events, it all come out. Do you know why it comes out? Pilgrimage is about purifying. It's like when you wash the floor with a sponge, or you wash the table with a sponge and it's very dirty, you squeeze it out, all the dirt comes out. It's like that. And some people, when they go back to KL or before they come to KL, they feel depressed, they feel lonely, they feel unhappy. Now that we're fresh, let me tell you again why. Because we think about ourselves too much. Because we focus on ourselves too much. Because we're always thinking, my happiness, my business, my family, my lover, my relationship, always me, me, me. The ones who think about me, please do not think this is some stupid monk rambling on and on. You check it out yourself. The more you think about yourself, the more you create enemies. The more you think about yourself, the more you create disharmony. The more you think about yourself, the more you'll be unhappy. Now you can fix your hair. Now you can wear a tie. Now you can go make money. That won't last. It will fade very fast. And when that fades, you have nothing but inside what you developed here. Now that we're going on pilgrimage, whenever negative thoughts come, let it pass. Whenever anger comes, let it pass. Whenever we want to say something to someone, control it and let it pass. Look at the poverty that surrounds you. Some people kindly said to me that they can't take the poverty, or it's very difficult for them to see. Then it should be very difficult for. If it's difficult for you to see the cause of to see poverty, then you must see the cause of poverty. The cause of poverty, the cause of being born in a difficult situation, environmental situation. The cause to be born in a difficult environmental situation where the food and water and sleeping and clothes, all that is very difficult, is directly related to anger. When you show anger to people all the time, real anger, you will be born in such an unpleasant society where getting things are very, very difficult. Then if you're afraid of poverty, poverty comes from having a miserly state. Not helping, not giving, and giving and helping with an agenda. Even when you give millions, but it's with agenda, it's not giving. So, why do you think you're far away from all that? You're one breath away from a rebirth like that. One single breath away. You just die, and you wake up, that's it. What makes you feel you're impervious? People are afraid to look at death. People are afraid to look at poverty or old age. People are afraid to look at people suffering. Why are they afraid to look at it? Because deep down inside, subliminally, subconsciously, they know they can end up there. They know they will go there. So it's very hard for them to face and see death, or talk about it, or see poverty, or see people on the streets. Why? They're deathly afraid of that. Why are they afraid? Because they know that they can end up there also. So they don't want to face it. My advice to you is, face it. Face it, overcome it by practicing Dharma. So if we go back to KL after the pilgrimage, exactly the same as we came, for some of us, only thinking about ourselves, only thinking about winning, only thinking about me, 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 we'll end up like the way before we came. You're here for Dharma, one way or another, so I'm explaining Dharma to you. Start with something generic with people that really get on your nerves, or people you've wronged, people you've hurt, or your pettiness. You've been petty in the past, so you're a little embarrassed. Start with something generic. Just open up and talk and say hello. I mean, You have a mouth, you have teeth, you have a tongue. What a wonderful scarf you're wearing. And then you can say something else generic. You can say very generic. You can say, and I'm so happy that you have that scarf. And then they'll be like, oh, they're so nice. Now, you don't mean a word you say, but it's better than not say anything. You start with something generic to push yourself to accept others, to push yourself to forgive others, to push yourself to talk to and to communicate with people that really get on your nerves. And then in the way they dress, their hair, the way they look, you just say, oh, you don't have to, even if their hair is not nice, you say, oh, your hair is very interesting. Although they look like a witch that's had their hair blown in a typhoon, you just say, oh, your hair is very interesting. And I'm happy for you. Something like that. And then you say, oh, are you sick? Oh, I do hope you get well soon. Of course, you don't show them. You just go like that. Oh, I hope you get well soon. And then, you know what happens? Then that person says, oh, they're changing. See, people change when they see other people change. People don't change because their guru told them to change. People don't change because their guru... If people change because their guru told them to change, we will all be Buddhas because Guru Shakyamuni already told us to change. Guru Tsongkhapa told us to change. His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, has told the whole world to transform. World peace, inner peace. So, people don't change because their guru told them to change. People change because other people changed. So if you don't change, your guru's disciples won't change. If you don't transform, you won't help your guru to grow. You won't help your Dharma work to grow if you don't change. Why? People never change because their guru said so. Why? Because people say, well, the guru is supposed to be nice and, he's going to tell us nice things. That's what we expect. But when they go and see bitchy students, difficult students, greedy students, students that get along, and they see students that don't transform, they go, I'm getting out of here. Bye. See you later. See you later, alligator. That's what they think. People don't change because their guru told them to change. People change because they saw their guru's students and friends change. Isn't that very instrumental? So, who's your guru's students? Yourself! You don't point at the guy next to you, the lady in front of you, the lady behind you, the guy on your right, on top, left, and right. You don't point. You point yourself. You don't say, this person did this to me, this person did this to me. You're not innocent. Let me tell you what, if you are innocent, then everywhere else in your life, everything is perfect except for that person. So at home you have problems, at work you have problems, when you go out you have problems. Even when people don't make problems, when you see people, you make problems for yourself because you criticize them in your mind. So if you have problems everywhere, it's not just this person, it's yourself. It is yourself. It's you. So hence, what's very, very important is, your guru doesn't make you change. Your guru does not make you change. But the students around your guru make you change. And the students around your guru is yourself. So if you've been around your guru for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you still don't change, and you're still being told the same thing, then you will scare people away, you will scare yourself away, and you will scare your good karma and your good fortune away. And if you're practicing a Dharma protector, it will come back to you. Why will it come back to you? Because that's the job of a Dharma protector. They say, oh, I won't practice Dharma protector. That's even worse. Why? Then it'll come, when it becomes very big, it'll come back to you. So if anybody on this trip think they're going to die, you know what I'm going to say. Die. Die. There's nothing else I can do but to help you die well. I can't take you to a hospital. There's no ambulance, nothing. So if you're going to die there, I have to make sure you die well. Do prayers, keep your mind at peace, and keep quiet. And then people who don't like you, ask them don't laugh. That's all. There's nothing else. I mean, it's practical, isn't it? Practical, isn't it? So Xiao Chen walking up there, she's like, and she's trying to take her pill. I said, yeah, it's over already. Take her pill away. Swallow it yourself. Bye-bye. Then we could drag her up to the chapel and put her in front of Vajrayogini and say, help her. There's nothing else we can do.